Look at him wiggling. I was in perfect shape. Don't know what happened in the meantime. But here I am, ready to explore. Or am I? Or am I indeed? As you can see, the entrance is right here. That leads to the courtyard of some description. I don't like the idea. Or does it? I think it does. In which case that place is filled with enemies and I do not look forward to exploring it. So let's leave it alone for now. Might have to explore it sometime later, but well, we will cross that bridge when we are forced to cross that bridge. Even though we have just crossed an actual bridge. Never mind that. We will try to go through here. Presumably this will be inaccessible. The lock is jammed. This door can't be opened. Predictable enough, isn't it? Look at this. We can't go through here. So the only way we can access much of anything is through the examination room. Then we need to go to the medicine room and then onwards from there. This is the examination room. No, you go through it, I believe. Yes, you go through it. All the way through here. To the medicine room. Which contains medicine. Nothing of note here. Moving on. You get out. Through here. To that wide open corridor. It has a whopping total of $10. 10. Including the one we will go through. Alright. Now I am tempted to veer right immediately. And I presume that's going to be inaccessible. Let's try that. Failing that, we will go one by one through each and every single door on offer. What is this? Does this say anything? Ugh. Wrong angle. Well, never mind that, I guess. The lock is jammed. This door can't be opened. Why does that not surprise me? But it is indeed the case. I will not even bother looking at the minimap. Oh, this door can't be opened either. Okay. We sense no enemies, however. This is a very useful mechanic. It really lets you put your mind at ease. Okay, there's something to read here. That white thing seems interactive. But as you can see, we cannot go up. At least not using the stairs. We might be able to use the elevator. But that already limits other motions, I guess. I'm not going to explore the rest of the corridor quite yet. I'll go through the doctor's office conference room right here. You know, the usual. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's nothing on the whiteboard, is there? Nothing special is written on it. Yeah, fair enough. Predictable enough. This brochure should presumably illuminate something. It's a map. A map of what? Looks like a map. Hospital basement map. Oh, that is interesting. It's the Alchemilla Hospital. B. And this is the map of the basement. The morgue. Oh, great! The morgue. Just what we want to see. The boiler room, classic. The generator room, yes, of course, because we need power. This has been a useful visit, hasn't it? Absolutely perfectly, wonderfully fruitful. The phones are out. It is snowing outside, which is, of course, bizarre. I was expecting enemies to an extent, but then again... yeah, nothing special on this one. They will let us breathe a bit. Nothing unusual. I wanted to start running. Come on. Ah, yes, a key, of course. Basement key. Oh! Oh, great! Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. Good time will be had by all. So you're telling me We've arrived here after being chased by horrible, gruesome beasties. And the first place we're going is the basement? Yeah, I'm saving. And after that brief interlude, we shall proceed. I'll try the kitchen door. I presume we'll be unable to go there, because we seem to have been railroaded. Although there is, of course, distinct possibility that these separate rooms... No, we can go to the kitchen. Of course, I just said I expected it to be inaccessible. But it's also perfectly feasible that there are items to be found in these places. Very conspicuous bottles. Yes, very conspicuous indeed. You've just picked up a water bottle. What do you plan on doing with it? You could piss in it, I guess. The refrigerator is empty. All the refrigerators in this town are empty. And there's some healing tincture over here. No clue what these are, but they do heal. That's all I care about. Hello, nurse. Alright, the director's office. Any threats inside? If there are any threats, I can always fall back. Oh, well. Yes, what was that? The noise is presumably coming from the basement. But of course, it takes more than that to rattle me. Books are scattered around the desk. Nothing else is of interest here. Just the books, huh? You lie. Nothing else is of interest. There. A glass vial lies shattered. It's not just broken. It's been smashed to bits. Okay. I understand. So the idea is that it's not like it just fell. You know, the idea is it was deliberately just crushed underneath someone's boots. The shelves are all messed up. Who did this? Brilliant. Brilliant. In all of this madness, this is his concern. Oh my goodness, the shelves are all messed up. Don't know what to tell you, buddy. I am going to save. Again. Alright, this is locked. Presumably the sign tells you something. What about this door then? It leads out into the courtyard as far as I can see. It's more like an indoor door, but... Of course, this door cannot be opened. Presumably if you try the other door to the outside, he tells you that he's gotta find Cheryl, so he's not leaving this place. It's a vending machine. It doesn't work. Oh. Another vending machine also doesn't work. The vending machine is an apex predator. Think about it. It's not like anything kills it. And it kills humans. And we kill everything else. I can already tell you what's gonna happen. What he's gonna find out. Oh, the elevator isn't working because there's no power. So we need to go to the basement to restore power, to use the elevator, to reach another floor. But please, indulge me. Press the button. The elevator doesn't appear to be working. And why is that? The elevator doesn't appear to be working. Why is that, Harry? Why is the elevator not working? Is it perhaps that the power's out? Could that be it? Alright, first of all, I have the key to the basement. I've just unlocked the door to the basement. There's a path down to the basement, the stairs down to the basement, and down in the basement, there's this. Once I go down there, I'll be greeted with this silly corridor and a couple of doors. There's the elevator that's out of order, so forget about it. The generator room, boiler room, storeroom, and the morgue. Now, I presume going to the generator room on its own is going to prove fruitless, but I might as well go there anyway. I presumably should check them in the exact opposite order. Visiting the generator room first is not going to help me almost inevitably. I guess I might as well get it over with and go to the morgue first, huh? Oh boy. How are you doing on health, by the way? How are you doing on ammo? How is everything? You're doing fine on ammo. Just fine. You also have the flowers. And a plastic bottle. Empty bottle found in the kitchen of the hospital. Great. Plenty of healing. Also the ampule. Huh. Did you presumably shove up your rectum? You know, I'm only presuming it to be a suppository. I don't have clear evidence. Ow, stop it. He's actually in red after this. And he's actually in green after that. The elevator doesn't appear to be working. I'm sorry, I have nothing particularly intelligent or insightful to say. The wailing. Oh, I can't get to the morgue. Well, thank goodness. The wailing. The wailing. Try to access the storeroom. No, the lock is jammed. The boiler room? No. Okay, that leaves the generator room, the one we needed to go to anyway. No enemies in sight. Hey, it's all gone quiet for now. If we turn the power back on, surely things will get better, right? Ghosts don't like the light. Nothing here much likes the light. No evil spirits particularly enjoy, especially natural light. Yeah, they abhor it. The in-house generator powers elevators, ICUs, and operating rooms only. Okay. Alright, that does make sense. We need the elevator operation. Do you want to press the switch? Sure. I get it. They might be relying on... They might be relying on the, you know, the usual regular power station for everything else. Presumably, not having access to power is unusual. Okay, do we go to the elevator? Because so far we haven't really been particularly threatened. Any more threats? Die. Okay. That's better. That's nice. You don't have a map of this place, do you? No, he's in the elevator. That's blatantly obvious. Where do you wish to go? Close the door. Anything else you can click on, possibly? Just curious. Open the door. No, I've changed my mind. You can open it manually, but I don't want to be in the basement. Let's go to the first floor. Used to be fine before. And it continues to be fine now. Right? I don't know that for a fact, but I'm going to temporarily assume, for the sake of argument, that this place continues to be fine. And if it is indeed fine, I'm going to save. Alright. I'm here. We know that there's not much we have access to in the basement so far. We have explored the first floor thoroughly. My goodness, a lot of progress has been made. Seemingly. And now we can go to the second floor. Possibly the third. But that is indeed about it. I see that you can go further up the stairs. Curious, can you go to the roof? I presume it's just the roof and nothing more. I'll go up here, visit the nurse. It's about time. Perhaps it would have been more amusing to go to the top immediately. Perhaps there are people who make that sort of a choice instinctively. They figure, oh, let's go to the very top. Let me guess, you're supposed to go to the second floor, and if you go to the third one, you can't access anything. Why am I even speculating about these things? I should presumably focus on what's right in front of me, which is a waiting room. Alright, and how do I plan my route? Where do I wish to go exactly? How about I check every single room, starting from 206? You have to go through the nurse center in order to reach the stairs. That's kind of bizarre, but fair enough. Oh, never mind. This is where my journey ends. So what happens if you go to the very top? Well, you possibly can get somewhere. If you go to floor number 2, no dice. Okay, what's the layout? You also start out in this sort of a waiting room. A linen room. That doesn't sound appealing. Dear oh dear. That reminds me all too much of Resident Evil 2. Yes, the only other place that contains linen. We go out there. If there's anything out there worth shooting, we shoot it. And otherwise we visit rooms one by one. Okay. We can't access anything on the 3rd floor. No go. The path is blocked. We can't access anything on the 2nd floor. No dice. The path is also blocked. We visited every single place here. Outside of those we couldn't, because the path was blocked. The only way we can go is out. And we have been to the creepy, horrifying basement. There is nowhere else to go. We've entered the generator room, fired that up, the elevator works. That's it. Now the generator powers some other things, I guess. But, what are the practical ramifications of that? I don't think there are any. The only thing I can possibly conjure... Look, there was stairs leading up. I don't have the map of that location, but there are stairs there, so presumably this is in the building. But, as you have seen, and predictably enough, this button wasn't there before. I'm venturing into the unknown. Talk about messing with my head. It wasn't there before. They made me go to the second and the third floor. Just to eventually show me this. That wasn't... Who was that? I don't have a map to this. Yeah, no kidding. You presumably can't go back now, can you? The cold stone steps. This door, oh boy. That's great. Can you go through this? No, the door's jammed. That's not a door. Okay. We can't go back. We can't go through this. Thing on the other side is not a door. It's more of a window. Can always pause with the inventory screen. What have I gotten myself into? But it's just... it's so early. So early, why? Why? It's not night time. I thought this was tied to the time of day. Why is this happening to me? She went through here. Okay. We need artificial light now. That's a bad sign. Yes, presumably basically every single door is gonna be... Did you seriously just lock the door behind me? Just a side note. I'm not keeping perfect track of the layout of what I'm going through. It's perfectly possible that, once again, non-Euclidean, that we're going through places that I laid out in such a fashion that they cannot possibly be spaced out in 3D properly. As in, that they would overlap, but they don't. Which is perfectly fine for you to experience. There's nothing contradictory in experiencing such a thing, but it indicates that you're no longer within the physical bounds of a reality as you know and possibly love it. Okay, we go down to the third floor. Well, yes, inevitably, of course we go down to the third floor. If we went down the stairs from the fourth, we are on the third. Well, what do I do? You know, my intuition is to go all the way down, possibly, and save. We are no longer in the daytime version of this world. Now, we could hypothetically get all the way down here down the stairs. And... wait, if this is the path up, how do you... oh, no, fair enough. You descend through here and then you go through the door. Okay. Look, I don't feel like exploring this nonsense unless absolutely strictly necessary. So I wanna get off this ride. Do I? Or is that too predictable? The door will lock behind me if I try that, won't it? Well, this is a... okay. I have a choice. A very important choice to make right here, right now. I can either be brave and try to explore all these rooms right here, right now, or I can try to go down the stairs. Be brave, be brave. I'll be brave. That's the nurse, I think. Could have refused to be brave. Maybe the interaction with the nurse will snap me out of this. Nothing helpful. How about this ammo over here, Harry? There's a bottle filled with some kind of drug. Better leave it. Okay. What is this? Cleaver. There's a blood pack. Take it. Okay. The bottle. No. I want the medkit. Wow. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff. Unsurprisingly, this is a storage room. And there's a storeroom behind the storage room. Great. Alright, get ready to shoot. It's okay. Never mind. You know, like a classic horror movie protagonist, I could have approached the nurse from behind. And for all I know, once again, I'll be thrown for a loop and it'll turn out that it's a perfectly fine and reasonable human being, trapped in the nighttime version of reality. Of course, I don't know. Oh, another thing that came to my mind earlier on. Consider the fact that the following two bizarre things have happened. One, all the citizens of this town seem to have disappeared. And two, the town seems to be filled with bizarre monsters. Is there perhaps a chance that these two are connected? Is there a chance that once we restore things back to normal, the monsters will turn into people, except for all those I have killed? Just food for thought. Okay, we're going to 305 if we can, and shooting whatever's out there. Hello, nurse. Kick it. Well, Weston, you wanted to meet the nurses. Well, joke's on you. You know, I could have hypothetically approached that one, and I don't think it would have ended particularly well. Would it have? Can't open this. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, the doors are only on this far. Yes. Only on this side. Okay. Great. And of course you can... Okay, relax, relax. It's just suspenseful music. What is that? A stethoscope? The walls. But at least we're not in danger. I'm not in danger. What is that? There is a plate of cat. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take two. A whole plate, you mean? You know, I would call it a tile. A plate of cat seems to suggest something different, but okay, a plate of cat. Tell me more about this plate of cat. Square yellow plate with a picture of a Cheshire cat. Okay. 500 milliliter blood pack found in the hospital storage room. That's 200 milliliters, so 1/5 of a liter. In a plastic bottle. The lock is jammed. Oh, goody. Can I exit through here? No. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, as far as the third floor of the hospital is concerned, because the fourth one is, for all I know, bizarre forest death. Right. Either way, I have a sneaking suspicion that I know what's going. I'm not sure. I can't quite be sure. However, remember how we went through? Yeah, we went through the clock tower originally to swap realms. Maybe we've just swapped realms. Yeah, we've obviously swapped realms by going to the fourth floor. When we went down the stairs, it wasn't the same building anymore. Now I can go to the elevator right away, or I can hypothetically visit the linen room, see that other nurse, and so on. Visit all the remaining rooms on the third floor. It would stand to reason. I haven't accomplished that much now, have I? Have I earned myself a save? I don't believe I have. Don't feel like it. I need to do better. Look at this. Look at the layout. It's just a hole in the middle. Some rusty pipes. How dreadful. Let's enter the linen room. Is it access? Of course it is. Just some dryers, useless now. You mean at the moment, or they have become useless? Once again, unidiomatic, because it suggests certain things that just don't make much sense. Look, I can go through the linen room hypothetically, but I kinda don't want to. Wrong button. Okay, we're going and we are meeting the other nurse. How are we doing on ammo, old buddy? Oh, surprisingly well. Surprisingly well. I could shotgun them into oblivion, but I don't need to. Can I make the assumption, because it doesn't... Kick it! The music shouldn't affect you. Ignore it. The music means nothing. Room 301, accessible? Yes. Anything of note here? Metal floors, I hate you. Cat? A bird cage is empty. Presumably I need a bird plate to fill this cage. To fill this cage with bird! Can I put a cat in the cage? Would that work? Is there any logic to this? Okay, Harry, have you marked this thing on the map? No, you have. Harry, you disappoint me. You need to mark the cage on the map. It's in room 301. You know what? I'll mark it. 301. Bird cage. Yeah, I've marked it. 302. Well, would you look at that? And some ammo to go with it. Oh yes, glorious. And a VCR. It's old but usable. Really? I gotta find some videotapes. Will it say 302? Room 302! It literally says room 302. It does. This is glorious. I don't have to go all the way down to save. Who knows whether I could even save in the reception. I've just saved here. This is my safe room. Room 302. Video. Yes. Let's visit room 303 and 304. Oh, also the bathrooms, obviously. Ha ha ha. Why am I suddenly feeling brave tonight? Wait, what? It's just a, no, it's just a shelf, I guess. Room 303. Nope. 304. I was about to say there was not a single threat before. Ow! I've played this horribly improperly, and I'm deeply injured, but I think I'm willing to take this one on the chin. I'll just heal him. He's back to full. Look, once again, I'm not the best with a controller. I think you've noticed as much by now. But I'll take my losses. I'll take that on the chin. I'm still learning. Maybe I'll get somewhat better, maybe I will not. But it's okay. It's okay to fail from time to time. If I just choose to reload every single time I fail like that, I'll feel like even more of a failure. What is this plate? Plate of bird, please. A steel plate is screwed to the wall. Cat. Cat, please. Okay, tell you what. I presumably need a screwdriver. Do I have anything even remotely resembling a screwdriver? Yeah, I guess now we know what happens if you let the nurses get close to you. Wait, I need to make a note. Wait, plate. There's a plate in 304. The note has been jotted down. And there's nothing more beyond 204. There is nothing more beyond 204. Alright, so this is the current situation. I think I've made the right call actually visiting all these rooms. After all, I've managed to discover that you can save in 302. Imagine going down the stairs and tangling myself even deeper in this insanity. Alright, I'm visiting the bathrooms now. I don't exactly need to go to the bathroom, but might as well. I'm on the fence. Because, you know, on one hand, hey, items tend to be in the bathroom. On the other hand, I increasingly get the impression that nothing good ever happens in the bathroom. Is that a different type of ammo? A condom? There's a plate of turtle. I like turtles. Found a turtle plate. Yes. Hello. Tell you what, I'll go to 302 and save. Post haste. That's this one, isn't it? They're not marked particularly well, are they? But I can still count. Imagine how naughty of them it would be if they were to place enemies in my safe room. Oh, Nelly. That would be quite something. Look, look, it's the oldest trick in the book. You're in one bathroom, you go in there, you do something, you hear a noise, and lo and behold, in the other bathroom, there's something dreadful, just horrifying. I'm equipping my shotgun. The nurses are tall enough to ride. Yeehaw. Oh, thank goodness. I'm pleasantly surprised. Okay. Still have my shotgun equipped. Just in case. I'm saving again, and then I'm going downstairs. You know, I'm doing my rounds. Camera controls are an annoying part of this game, aren't they? Well, obviously, because I don't have mouse look now, do I? Otherwise, I would just look around with the mouse, as I'm used to. Instead of being a slave to the camera. Or you can have a reasonably static camera just mounted on your protagonist. As close as it has to be, even if he's, you know, next to a wall. That can be... I'm stalling because I'm playing a survival horror game. We've been through this. Numerous times, in fact. Second floor. I don't know, I would call this the first floor. The first floor is the ground floor. But whatever. You know, of all the bizarre things, I don't think this is the real horror of Silent Hill. Can we even access these rooms? It would be amusing if we could not. But alas, we presumably can. Hello, nurse! Oh. Oh. You know, that sounds vaguely erotic, but on the other hand, I don't hear my little radio making any sort of noise, so I don't know what to tell you. Why am I even doing it like this? This makes no sense. I should presumably go to room 201, 202, 203, 204 first, then go anywhere else. Why am I just going through this door first and to the special rooms? I don't know, but I'm doing it anyway. And the game said, no, Vestin, you're not. You're gonna play by our rules. Alright, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom, to the little ladies' room, please. No, we're not. The lock is jammed. This door cannot be opened. Okay, well. So is this. Well, at least it's not just locked from the other side, but it's completely inaccessible. Hello, nurse? Yep, that's perfectly... Oh. Oh. I could say that I've panicked. But on the other hand, I've saved health at the cost of some ammo. Yeah, I could have shot her the requisite number of times and then kicked her. So what? I've dispatched her, that's kind of what matters. And I think one of the worst things that I could possibly do is for me to desperately try to count shots. Anything of use? Ampule, something? For me to desperately try to count shots, to save as much ammo as I can, and then to get, you know, stabbed and so on. How pathetic would that be? There's a lighter. Take it? Yes, please. Gotta love all those mundane items strewn about this bizarre world. Bizarre is right. It is indeed an alternate version of reality. Okay, we've got another nurse out there. Die. She's already dead. What does this say? The Grim Reap. Okay, third floor. And it says the Grim Reaper's list. 35, Lydia Findley. 60, Trevor F. White. 18, Albert Lords. 45, Robert T. Morgan. This will almost inevitably come in handy. 38, Edward C. Briggs. He's making a list, and he's checking it twice. He knows everyone is naughty. The Grim Reaper is going to town on all the people here. No, damn it. Sorry, I've shot by mistake. Oh, this is the nurse. Oh, that's oh no. What is this? It's a bad sign though. Oh, great, another nurse. I shot, but you know, that's kind of understandable, isn't it? I'm just too stressed out, I guess. Clouds flowing over a hill. This will presumably involve the animals. Clouds flowing over a hill. Sky on a sunny day. Okay. Tangerines. Tangerines that are bitter. The size of a tangerine. Lucky for leaf clover. Violets in the garden. Dandelions along the path. Along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time. Death. Liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Blood. This is a checklist. This, much like the thing before that we found, the 3 books, this is a checklist, as far as I can tell, of all the ingredients we need to find to be able to get out of this realm. To go back, to detransition from the bizarreness. To make right what once went wrong. Liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Let's read this again. Clouds flowing over a hill. I don't know. Sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky four-leaf clover. Violets in the garden. Is this about colors? Dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time. Liquid flowing for a slashed wrist. Tangerines are going to be orange. Four-leaf clover, green. It could be a number of things. It's locked. There are 4 square indentations on the doll. Can we use the tiles over there, possibly? I have 2 of them. With a picture of a mock turtle. Alice in Wonderland! Do you know where to put it? Where do you want to set the plate? Hold on. If you take a gander at this, there are 8 things. Now, are there 8 things mentioned on the list? Because presumably these things are next one are not by chance. Clouds, sky, tangerines, lucky, violet, dandelions, unavoidable, liquid. 8? That's 8. Okay. And they are tied to colors. Look at this. Okay, so there's white, there's black, there's red, there's violet. Haha! Ha! Before I... What am I actually trying to place that right now? I'll review my little notes. Hold on. All right. Now listen to this. I have figured out that these are obviously going to be colors. But which colors? It's kind of the problem, isn't it? Now, I might as well figure out the ones from the rhyme. They are arranged in order, but I'm not sure how that order corresponds to the order of what we have presented over here. But that's what I'm about to find out. Let's, number 8 is liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. That's red. Unavoidable sleeping time. Whether that's night or death, that's black anyway. Violets are violet. Lucky 4-leaf clover, that's green. Tangerine, that's orange basically, isn't it? Sky on a sunny day is blue. And clouds flowing over the hill are white. Now, the color of dandelions, I would guess yellow. I'll check. Yes, my insight serves me well. Dandelions are indeed yellow. All right, so that completes our color list. It's white, blue, orange, green, violet, yellow, black, and red. Now, how does that correspond with the colors in front of us? We already have 4 of them set. White is at the top. White is number 1. Red is number what? 8. But it's on the right. Okay, there's nothing in the middle, so they presumably snake counterclockwise? Oh, I'm gonna feel so smart. No, black is number 7. Okay. What about violet? Violet is number 5. So blank 1, blank 7, nothing in the middle. 8, blank, 5, blank. The middle one doesn't exist. What sort of pattern can I make out of this? Well, let's see. We start from 1. 2, 3, 4. And then we reach number 5, so that's purple. Then 6 goes somewhere. And then black, red. Okay. My intuition tells me the following. We will need to press these as buttons further down the line in the order outlined on the list. So white, blue, yada, yada, yada. But before we do that, before we do that, we actually have to plug these in. And there appears to be no rhyme or reason to how this is done. Because suppose you were to assume that the middle row is last. So it's 7, 8, done. Well, you assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And it would make a shred of sense. 4, 5, 6 goes at the bottom, with 5 being violet. So 1, 2, 3 at the top. Right? Wrong. Because white is in the middle, so it can't be 1, 2, 3. It can be 2, 1, 3 at best. Which rooms were these in? Oh no. Oh yes. What do I mean by oh yes? Even if I find out which room these were in, that's not gonna help me in the slightest, now is it? How is that going to help me? Say something was in room 201. Okay, so what? So which position is that on? But you know, for my own entertainment and edification, let's actually check those. Tell me, which rooms were they in? Oh, you're not gonna tell me. Well. Wait. Hold on. Does this make any degree of sense whatsoever? Clouds, the sky, tangerines, lucky clover, violets, dandelions, unavoidable sleeping time, liquid. Can any sense be made of this? Well, let's consider this. Say we have clouds flowing over a hill, and then liquid flowing from us / wrist. What goes between clouds and blood? Let's improvise. Maybe there's a hint somewhere, but let's just check. Which plate do you want to remove? The black one? Can't remove that plate. The red one. The violet one? This one makes no sense. This one? Can't remove that one. Why is this not displayed? Well, I can see it here. I want to place it here. Wait. Wait a minute. The colors of the rainbow are what? Colors of 7 listed rainbow colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Okay. And we have white and black here, so we are already in trouble. And as far as the ordering of these things is concerned, well, there's red, blank, say violet, blank, and then black. What do you do with this? There's nothing after violet. Nope, nope. Never mind the rainbow. The rainbow is a path leading absolutely nowhere. I guess I'll have to locate a solution to this puzzle elsewhere. The worst part about all of this is that the nurses await me outside. I hope they don't respawn en masse, otherwise it's going to be pretty annoying. Alright, room 202, I go. 222. Just go. It's locked, oh boy, and it's jammed. Jammed. It's dead. Oh, is this some sort of a hint? Slate. Nothing more than that. You know, you're surprisingly willing to accept. Maybe you need to slot these in randomly and this slate displays like in Mastermind, which you have slotted incorrectly. Wait. Get ready. I think I have to switch to a pistol. Conceivably. Yeah, because I'm running out of shotgun ammo. Oh boy, this is bad news. Been shooting a bit too much. Been a bit too trigger happy recently. I need to find more ammo. What is that? What is it? It's not gonna hurt me. I'll leave a note. Room 204 has a nasty... Room 204 has nasty blood-licking tentacles. It's the best way I can describe it. I'm not going to shoot that. And I'm not going to approach it. I'm not stupid enough. Although maybe you are supposed to do something with that. I don't know. I'm leaving. I'm saving. Turn right. Yes. The door on the very tail end of this corridor is the one I'm looking for. Upstairs. And where is it's the second room, right? Second room on the left. Yeah, I first have to go through here because so far this is the stairwell. Okay. Hallelujah. Saved myself. Need more plates. But to what end, I do not know. Right, here's the idea. We are going downstairs and then downstairs again. Presumably I'll find more plates this way. I would have been expected to make my way down pretty much immediately. Show yourself! Oh hey, you've shown yourself. What's up, Doc? Die. Are they being mind controlled by whatever's on them? I don't know. That appears to be the case. Either that, or Harry over here has effectively turned into a depraved, horrifying psycho killer out on a spree. driven by his madness. Lock is jammed. Oh, good. There's never anything good in the bathroom, is there? It's always some horrifying, gruesome. Oh no! Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? There's the medicine room, the store. We're going to the storeroom immediately. Shut up! Well, this was profoundly pointless. Significant immobile. Well, that was highly unexpected. Okay. Do I go to the medicine room? Back to the left? The office? I don't know. The world is my oyster. Or is it? I could try to go to the reception to save. Is that area safe? I don't know. Medicine room. Why? I do not... well, maybe I should explore everything down this corridor? I don't know. Medicine room. That's tight quarters. Anything of note? Harry? Talk to me, buddy. How hurt are you exactly? You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You are all fine. Okay. Alrighty then. We go through here to the examination room. A sound is coming from beyond the door. Let me in. Well, we can't go through there. Might as well veer off to the right. I presume we can't go directly to the waiting room. Yeah, you can see that thing moving on top of them. That's presumably mind controlling them. Look, I've expended a lot of ammo, and I'm deeply, deeply convinced you can't go through this door. Would be too easy, wouldn't it? You can't go through this door, you can't access the waiting room. You can't just go there and save. You'll presumably expect it to try to do that as the first thing. Right, Pavlov's response. You know that you want to save the moment something goes horribly wrong, so you rush down the stairs and you can't get there. It's locked. What did I tell you? So slaying this guy was a complete waste of ammo. And I guess the fundamental question you could ask in these circumstances is, Vestin, if you're so smart, why did you still try it? Well, I'm trying to be thorough. What can I say? Alright. Most of these spaces are inaccessible. We're going through there, we're running to the office, we're running by that guy. Not trying to attack him. It's the second door to the right. Wait, what? That's the doctor's office. The office is, right here. Oh, shut up, you. Music. Is that a strap? What is that? A stethoscope? Look, with these graphics, I have a difficult time telling. It's not necessarily adding to the disturbing nature of anything here. It's just annoying to an extent. Red box, so ammo, excellent. Nothing helpful. Well. At least you got some ammo out of this deal. Yeah, presumably it's a strap, you know, for strapping people down to that thing. I am very, very quickly running out of ammo, and unsurprisingly enough, I guess. Alright. Next order of business, we're going to the doctor's office. Presumably nothing good awaits us, though. Remember the broken vial? We might just find an unbroken vial. We shall see. Either way, we veer off to the right doctor's office. Immediately. No time. Okay, kitchen then. Oh, great. Hey. Hey, buddy, what's cooking? What do you people have on the menu? Is it it's death, isn't it? Tell you what, as far as I can tell, there's nothing for me to find here. Although I can't be exactly completely sure. However, I think I'm leaving. I don't have spare ammo to even entertain such a thing. I don't think I'll be able to enter the entrance. This is so ridiculous. I don't think I'll be able to go to the courtyard. This has been a constant, and it makes perfect sense. Whenever you travel to this hellish realm, you're trapped within the location, trapped within the building. You can't just leave. What would that even mean? What would it mean for you to leave? Do you leave and the entire town is transformed? Is it? Or are you trapped in a pocket dimension of hell? Well, if you're trapped in a pocket dimension, it makes no sense for you to be able to access a door to the outside because there is no outside. You are in an area that has been transformed by some eldritch might. We're going to the director's office. Failing that, we're going to elevator that thing to the side. I'm going to have to blast whatever's right in front of me that I don't think I can easily run past that guy. I could hypothetically try, but I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to switch to a shotgun. Because I have 8 shots, this should be sufficient. Don't you approach me. You'll regret approaching me. One extra shot. One unnecessary shot. Do they get up? Do they? Plate of Queen. The noises are getting to me. Okay, the director's room is a safe room. As safe as it can be, anyway. Well, and I have also made a save over here. So let's also try to make a plan. I have found 3 out of 4 plates as far as I can tell. The only place I can try at this point, well, I can try to go outside. That's not gonna fly. That's not gonna happen. There's also the elevator over here. I guess that's a possibility, although that's not going to do much for me. We could try to go down to the basement. I suspect we can only use the elevator to go to the basement. We can't reach it directly. Presumably I'll find the final plate, and then I'll have to solve the plate puzzle. After which point, hopefully, I'll either be able to unlock something, or maybe I'll be able to leave this nightmarish location. I also suspect, upon entering the basement, to be able to explore significantly more than I originally was. But for now, I think that's enough. I think that's sufficient, more than sufficient. So I thank you all oh so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.